As you emerge from the dingy confines of the U-Bahn terminal and step into the light of day, you find yourself confronted by a wall of muscle in a knight-errant uniform. You're with maintenance. Isn't the question. He stands impassively, waiting for a response. Yes, sir. Have you seen any other maintenance guys around here? Yeah. They've been trickling in over the last 15 minutes or so. I've already done a security check on your entire crew. Everything checked out, so you're good to go head on into the building whenever you want. Thanks for your time. Have a good one. Hey, okay. Gotta be, this is a stealth run then. A young dwarf looks up at you, wide-eyed with apprehension. From the way that she's fidgeting, you can tell that she's terrified. She bites her lower lip, eyes darting from side to side. Finally, she takes a step toward you. Hello? Are you Miss Meowlissa? Yeah, that's me. Am I late? No, you're right on time. But the rest of us got here early, and one of the others was pretty vocal about not wanting to wait. He took off, and the other guy followed him. They're already inside. Well, I guess I can't fault their enthusiasm. The dwarf wrings her hands. I'm sorry, I told them to wait, but they didn't listen. They just muscled on past me and waltzed through the front door. Don't worry, it's gonna be fine. Let's find the others and do what we came here to do. Yeah, okay. They'll still be on the first floor. Nobody's getting upstairs until I bypass the security locks in the elevator. That's why I decided to wait for you out here. I figured that they couldn't get too far ahead of us if I didn't go inside with them. Good thinking. Thanks. I just hope that I don't screw things up in here. All that I want is to get this thing over with and get back home. Right there with you. Let's head inside. Okay. Cool. I wonder if I can have this nice dwarf lady join me in our nice little crew. Mid-level corporate compound, complete with living spaces on the upper levels. Yeah, okay. This music is really good, actually. I'm digging it. It's a good track. Unfortunately, it's gone now. As you step through the door, you find yourself confronted by a pair of men wearing the same kind of uniform that you are. Judging by their expressions, there is no love lost between the two. Hearing the doors swing open, they turn to face you. The shorter of the two, a human with arcane symbols tastefully embossed into his belt, glares at you. You're here, finally, and you've brought a little mouse of an electrician with you. Better late than never, but not much better. You're tardy enough as it is. He jerks his thumb at the elf standing beside him. I'll leave it to you to keep our pack mule in line. I hate these guys. The elf's lips curl into a snarl. Hanging from his back is a bulging pack that looks incredibly heavy. His broad shoulders sag under the weight of whatever's inside. Oh, I hate this guy. He's dumb as a post, but he can lift heavy things. Might not be bad in a fight either. At the very least, he can soak up a few bullets for the rest of us. Staring daggers at the mage, he spits out a long string of foreign words in a single, susurrant breath. The sound of it is lovely, but his expression leaves little doubt that the message behind the words is an ugly one. I'm an elf. I should be able to... Oh, and I hope that you can speak, Sparathiel. Damned useless immigrants. Watch it. In case you hadn't noticed, I'm an elf too. Congratulations, and also get your ears checked. I didn't say damned useless dandelion eaters. I called him a foreigner, which he fucking is. Oh, and by the way, think you could have gotten here any later, pal? I've got an important meeting to get to, and if I'm late, the shit is going to hit the... This isn't getting us to your meeting any faster. Flashes a hateful glance at the dwarf, then turns his attention back to you. No, it isn't. So let's get to the penthouse and plant the cameras. I'll mask them against detection, and then we can all go our separate ways. The elf mutters something under his breath and hitches the bulky pack up a little higher in his back. His muscles bulge under the strain of it. That pack looks heavy. I can help you with it if you want. The elf blinks uncomprehendingly and takes a half step back. I told you, he can't understand a word you're saying. Nothing's coming out of his mouth but that pigeon drivel that elves call a language. Ah! A Tear-Tearn-Gyre dialect, if I'm not mistaken. I wish they'd do us all a favor and go back. Addressed the elf. Can you understand me at all, brother? The elf's dialect is completely foreign. It's quite unlike the form of Sparathiel spoken by the elves in Tirnanog. You only managed to catch a few words. You terrible insolence of threatening, see if at all? So look, does that mean here with a civilian, an asshole, and a guy who doesn't speak German? Wonderful. Look, just be calm, my friend. Your words don't seem to have much impact. The elf's scowl deepens. I get the distinct impression that none of you actually want to be here, but we've got a job to do, so you're all going to have to suck it up and deal. The mage leers at you. Wonderful pep talk. Really, really magnificent. I can see why you were placed in charge of this run. Now, can we please get moving? I don't have all day. We know. You have a meeting. I can get us into Ailshire's apartment, but there are a few things I'll need to do first. If you can get me to a building access panel that's on the same circuit as the penthouse, I should be able to put its security system into maintenance mode. The job will take some creative rewiring, well, that and whatever's in that pack that the elf is carrying. Our employers gave me the schematics. And do you know we'll find that access panel, Mouse? Quit calling me that! And yes, I do. There's an access panel in one of the mid-range apartments on the same floor. My contact gave me a key code that should get us in. You've said should twice already. That makes me feel uneasy. Ugh, sorry. Dinner. Well, there's nothing that I can do about that. It's the plan that I was given, and we're stuck with it. Unless you have a better idea, we'll just have to follow our instructions and hope for the best. She turns to face you. Get me to a building access terminal on this floor, and I can rewire the elevator. That's the first thing that we need to do. Once we're upstairs, we use the code I was given, I rewire Ailshire's security system, and we hide the cameras in his apartment. Well, that's the theory, anyway. I've got a bad feeling about this. Yeah, fair. Hey, stressed suit, let's have a chat. Hey, I wanna have a chat. Hey. The well-dressed orc stops his pacing to stare at you as you approach. Heavy worry lines etch his forehead, and his eyes are bloodshot. He looks like he hasn't slept in a month. I don't want to be rude, but I'm a little busy right now. If this is about building maintenance, take it someplace else. James's cheeks flush red. He takes a step forward. Watch it. You don't get to talk down to me like the orc bristles. Like a janitor? Yes, I do, because that's what you are. If you want to keep wearing that uniform, you'd better watch the attitude. Now, isn't there a floor that you could be cleaning or something? I've got a lot on my mind to worry about. Important things. I don't want to be bothered. Hey man, relax. I'm sure that it's all going to work itself out. With a visible effort, he calms himself. Look, sorry, I'm not trying to be unpleasant. It's just that I have a huge presentation to give to the board in 20 minutes. I stayed up all night practicing it, and now I'm so tired that I can't even remember my own name. That's rough. He shakes his head miserably. I'm going to botch this. And the worst part is, most of those bastards will assume that it's because I'm an orc. They already make jokes behind my back. After this, that's gonna get a lot worse. That's tough, man. Best of luck. He scowls and continues to pace. Poor guy. Oh, no, sorry, dude. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to click on you again. I just want to go over here. Maintenance, right? That looks like... Oh. Oh, hello, sir. The guard steps forward, interposing himself between you and the terminal. Your security clearance doesn't authorize you to be in here. We're doing a building-wide maintenance sweep of all major systems. Want to take a look at your terminal? You know that I can't do that. You don't have the appropriate clearance to touch the terminal, let alone service it. Besides, it's been running great since that other maintenance team worked on it last week. I'm surprised that you don't have that in your records. You know how it is with us in management. The left hand doesn't know what the right hand is doing. It's ridiculous. Story of my life. You have my sympathies. Well, we'll be on our way then. Take it easy. Sure. But we know that we can attack this guy if we need to. It's good to keep in mind. A boutique food kiosk. The sign up front advertises a variety of locally sourced foodstuffs, all of them terribly overpriced. Glancing in the self-serve refrigerated sure. Whatever. Very expensive. Very expensive food for the ritzy big cats. Hi. That looks like a building access terminal. I'm gonna talk to you. Hey, Taylor. Welcome to... Oh, that's her profession, not her name. Welcome to Dunkley's Fine Clothiers. Are you shopping for a suit? A fashionable business suit made of ballistic cloth catches your eye. It would be a simple matter to slide it on under your baggy maintenance overalls. Let me see that suit. Ah, good choice. Style and safety. You have a good eye. Here, let me show you to a dressing room. Oh. I have to. Oh, wait, no, that's not the right one. Hold on. This one. 2 charisma. Great. That's not going to get me another etiquette, but it would be nice if it did. Why is the screen black right now? Oh. That scared me. That looks like a terminal. Janice studies the junction box for a moment, then turns to face you. See that guard in the hallway? Well, he was standing next to a junction box just like this one. Looks like they're both in the same circuit, too. So? So I could use this one to overload the one that the guard is standing by. Yeah, I could feed a nice power spike into that one from here. You know, if you wanted me to. Do it. Great! Murder! I love it. What did we get? Key card. Hell yeah. Hell yeah! We're good at this. Wordlessly, Jana pops an access terminal at the base of the terminal and begins snipping wires. A few minutes later, she replaces the panel's cover instead. Alright, that should do it. I've bypassed the security lock on the elevator. We're good to head upstairs. That was quick. I know my way around electrical systems. My father used to own rental properties all over Munich, and I helped him maintain them. I've been rewiring buildings since I was a little girl. Touching. I don't know what this has to do with getting me to my meeting, but please, by all means, keep waltzing down memory lane. We'll wait. Are you ever not a dick? If you make me miss my meeting, you'll see exactly how much of a dick I can be. You're supposed to be our leader, so pull your head out of your ass and lead us. Preferably in an upstairs direction, so that we can get done with this before security catches us. I fucking hate this guy. I want to kill him so bad. I want to do a big murder. Big murder. Ooh, hello people. Corporate woman. Let's have a chat. A well-groomed corporate couple stand in the corner, browing racks of pamphlets about neural enhancement hardware. The woman's head turns at the sound of your approach. Upon seeing your uniform, her nose wrinkles. Oh, hello. Are we in your way? We wouldn't want to keep you from your work. Her spray-tanned husband chimes in. Right. The last thing we want to do is come between you people and whatever it is that you do. Oh, well, don't let us get in your way. He holds up a display model that they were inspecting so that you can see. A small chip along with a glossy, attractive information sheet. It's a pediatric SkillWire Plus system for our son. Our little Hans deserves the very best, and he'll need it if he's going to compete with his classmates in the academy. That means hardware from Augment Tech. We may not be as rich as the other parents, but this, at least, is something that we can do. This stuff isn't cheap. You must be very devoted parents. I'm surprised that they sell cyberware for children. Don't the kids, I don't know, outgrow it? The man sighs. Yes, he'll need another one in a year, and every year after that from now until college. But I suppose that's the price of success. Our son's classmates came from affluent families. Even the least successful of Hans's peers has a pediatric encephalon, and it ranges on up from there. The academy grades on a curve. If we were to send Hans through school without any enhancements, we'd be setting him up for failure. What about the kids that can't afford cyber surgery? The scholarship students, you mean? He pauses, considering. Well, I suppose that someone has to be at the bottom of the pile. Yes, but that someone won't be our Hans. It's an unfortunate situation, of course. He cocks his head apologetically, but then that's the world we live in, isn't it? So the rich kids get the deck stacked in their favor, and the kids who got where they are on merit get shafted. Sounds about right. Like I said, it's the world we live in. Your world, maybe. Not mine. Well, I suppose that I wouldn't expect you to understand. And now, if you don't mind, I'll get back to shopping for my son. Go push your broom somewhere else. What a dick. Hey. I might be in the market for some cyberware. Look at the catalog terminal. Oh, God. I don't care. I already have a new leg, so I think we're good on cyberware. Also, I'm poor. I'm poor until we're done with the. Oh, maybe this mission, the payment for this mission is intended to reimburse me for the suit because it's the exact same price. All right, I'm gonna need you to get me to this floor's access panel. That'll be in room 303 on this floor. The door combination is. Where the fuck is my notepad? Fuck, I should have this prepped before I start recording. Ah, God damn it. Okay. 14291. She glances up at you. Make sure to write that down. Yeah, I just did. Okay. Once I'm there, I can put the penthouse door in maintenance mode. That'll set its key code combination to all ones. So we shouldn't have any trouble getting into the cameras. We've been making halfway decent time. Not good, but not terrible. But I can't afford any more delays. He cracks his knuckles. I hope that no one else gets in our way for their own sake. You aren't hurting anyone unless I order you to. You got that? The mage's lip curls into a sneer. Yeah, I heard you. If I weren't under instructions to follow your lead, this would be a very different conversation. Yeah? Well, you are. So shut up and deal with it. She shakes her head in disgust. God, I wish that we didn't need you to finish this job. Sadly for all of us, you do. Oh, and by the way, we're going to have words when this run is over, Mouse. A stream of caustic syllables pours out of the elf's mouth. His back is stooped under the weight of his pack, but his hands have clenched into fists. Look, it's trying to speak. I want to get this over with, Meowlissa. I want to get away from these people and go home. Fair. 303. How do we... Do they have numbers? That's the penthouse. How do I... There's no... 302, 301, 303. Why is that an unnumbered one? That's odd. Use the keypad. This is going to go horribly wrong, isn't it? Oh! Cool. That actually worked. Game saved. That's not a good sign. Let's have a little poke around real quick. Painting. Aha! Moving the painting aside, you find a large maintenance access panel. Jana steps forward, a slight frown on her face. Okay, I guess this is me. She pulls a multi-tool from her belt and uses it to loosen the bolts that hold the panel in place. Pulling up a schematic on her PDA, she examines the terminal's wiring. Hurry it up, woman, the clock is ticking. Don't rush me, this is complicated. Popping the lid on her toolbox, she grabs a pair of wire clippers, a soldering gun, and a roll of electrical tape. With a look of grim determination on her face, she begins to snip it to a massive harness of cables that runs through the unit. Alright, she taps the elf on the knee. I'm going to need that thing now. He nods and reaches back to unsling his pack. Placing it on the floor, he opens it and pulls out a large blue canister. It takes all of his strength to wrestle it up from the ground into the space into the access panel that Jana has cleared. There you go, you dumb ox. Do something useful for a change. The elf says nothing. Unburdened by the heavy pack, he stands up straight, and for the first time, you appreciate how much larger he is than the corporate mage. He stares down at James, and his hands bunch into fists. James, for the last time, keep your damned mouth shut. I'll say whatever yeah. Shut your fucking face, James. The mage falls silent, and Jana goes back to work. It only takes a few minutes for her to screw, wire, and solder the canister into the harness. She inspects her work, nods, and turns to face you. She stands and brushes the hair out of her ass. Alright, job's done. Just need to do a bit of cleanup and get out of here. Nice job, Jana. Yeah, thanks. It wasn't all that difficult, just a matter of following our employer's instructions. Hey, that's great. But time's ticking, so let's keep moving. He glances at the jumble of wire and circuitry through the open access panel. To hell with the cleanup, we'll be gone before anyone notices anything anyway. Just a second. What was that canister that you put into the terminal? She shrugs. Beats me. For all I know, it could be full of pixie dust. They said that I had to wire it into the wall at this junction, so I did. I'm not comfortable with how little we know about this run. You haven't been doing this long, have you? The lodge doesn't tell you things that you don't need to know, and you don't ask. Your job is to do what they tell you, take the money, and keep your mouth shut about it afterward. It's all very simple. The lodge? The mage's eyes widen incredulously. You don't even know who you're working for, do you? You lead in this team, and you don't have a clue. Both of you, shut up! Somebody's coming. Uh-oh. Hi! A tall, deeply tanned man rounds the corner at a jog and comes bustling into the room. You recognize him as the father that you spoke with at the Augment Tech kiosk. He stops short when he sees your team, and the smile falls from his face. You! The lady from the cyberpunk kiosk. What the hell's going on here? He advances on you, full of bluster and bravado. This is my apartment. I own it. You can't just waltz in here and start pulling the walls apart without my consent. We're maintenance. Look at the uniforms. Yeah, I see that. That doesn't give you the right to force your way into my home and start tearing up my walls. At the very least, you should have given me advance notice. This is a waste of time, and I'm already running late. If you don't take care of this idiot, I will. The elf barks something out at James. The sound is uncharacteristically ugly, all harsh consonants and sibylic hisses. Keep your mouth shut, James. I'll talk this out with our friend here. Talk this out? The hell with that. We have a job to do. He's in the way. deal with him and do it fast so that we can get back on track. Alright, buddy, you've asked for it. I want to know your employee number, and I want to know it now. I'm a member of the Homeowners Association for this level. Oh, fuck. You know what that means? I have a lot of pull with building management. Your days wearing that uniform are numbered, I promise you that. Calm down, sir. There must be a problem at dispatch. You should have received a workout order last week. I didn't receive a thing from dispatch, or from anyone else for that matter. My wife and I are entertaining our guests here in an hour and a half, and our living room is ruined. No, it's not. We just pulled a painting off the wall. I need to know that you're going to fix this, and that you'll clean the place back up, and that you'll put a new coat of wax in the floor. Okay. The hell with that. I don't have time for this. Glow intensifies into a scintillating torrent of light. The energy lances and stabs out of James's hooked fingers as if it were alive. The man in the doorway recoils in alarm, and his palm slaps down on the plastic disc that has been clipped to his belt. Too late, you recognize the object. A panic button. The air fills with a cacophonous wail of screaming alarms. James jerks back, his concentration broken. From down the hall, you can distantly hear the sound of heavy footsteps approaching at a run. Meanwhile, the homeowner backpedals, trying to put a wall between himself and James. He moves too slowly. Much too slowly. Everybody stand down. Your words are met with an incomprehensible screech. In your peripheral vision, you catch a flurry of motion. Your elvish companion is moving, making a beeline towards James. Jana is hanging off of him, trying to slow him down, but he barely seems to notice. With a kick, he sends her tumbling to the ground, then reaches for his weapon. Stop, damn it! We need him alive to complete the run! With a kick, he sends her tumbling to the ground, then back towards James. Okay, I have decisions here. And the decision might be... Listen, James fucked up. He was impatient, he's a shitty runner. So I don't feel that bad killing him, but the job is really important. But we don't know what that thing we put in the wall is. Okay, I have a lot of charisma right now. Maybe I can charisma my way out of this. Because we might also need as many people as we can get on this. I hate the bastard too, but Jenna's right. We need him. The elf comes up short, staring at you. He sweeps his vision from you to Jana to James. Then he exhales heavily and spits out a jumble of broken German. Killers, innocence of, will not stand for, I not slave, all lodgement bastards. I kill all. I really didn't want to do this, buddy.